Hey everybody, it's Sarah again. I'm here to share another album with you. It's technically not an album though. It's a flip book. I've been seeing a lot of I'm sorry. I don't mean to say I'm going to try so hard not to do that during this video. I'm so sorry. I apologize for all my other videos. I'm more aware of it, so let's see what happens. You can get mad at me and yell and scream at the screen if I end up doing it. I am so sorry. I apologize in advance. So, here is a flip album or flip book. It is using the new paper line by Prima, Tales of You and Me. I used the journaling cards, the note cards, the 4x6. And I really like the collection. It's really, really pretty. I have another album, custom-made album coming up, and this is the line most likely I'm going to use. It is a special order, and I'm not going to say any more about it because my tongue is tied right now. So, anywho, this is the flip book, flip album. I'd like to share. It says Tales of Us on the front, and I just used a lot of the ephemera that comes with the collection, and I wrapped it with some seam binding, and I have some tags right here. I inked everything with black soot. I layered the back with a doily, some cheesecloth, and book page, and I had an old doily lace kind of deal back here. I tea-dyed it. These are these little rosette trims. I just had little pieces of it left. And this is the back of it. So, let's open it up and take a look. I have a lot of seam binding on here. I probably shouldn't have so much. I might take some off of it. But, we'll see. So this is what it looks like. You flip it open this way. That's why it's called a flip book. So it's all about the flips. Here is a regular envelope that I made, but instead of making it the normal way, I put it on its side. And I just added this little piece of paper, inked it all up, and I put a little Velcro dot on there. And then this is just part of the cutout that I made. And that slides in this little pocket. I left the pocket open so you can add a little bit more in there. And then this little journaling card, which I cut them in half and put some of the ephemera on there. I think I'm saying that right. Like the little cutout pieces from the collection. And then I just glued one here, made it a little top corner. And then you flip this side open, and I used this as a little belly band to cut out. And then I put one down here for the note. It says note on it. And this is just a little booklet. I just folded it in half and sorry. I did the corners, rounded the corners off. I used one of those little rosettes and just covered the safety pin. The paper clip with it. I made a little tag. I just cut one of them down and then added some of the rosette trim. Put that on there wrong. And then I just added another one of those little pieces to that piece, just to give it a little decoration. I just add a little tuck spot, glued some of those down, and put a little bit here, so you can add a little bit more there. I added a little journaling card and used some of the fabric tape on there. You can put more back in here if you wanted to. Goodness. I should have made the pocket a little bit bigger, but. So then you flip it this way, and there's a little ticket there, tucked underneath. Butterfly. Let's see if I can drop today. And then this is a little flip down. And then this flips over. And I made a little waterfall using the fabric tape. And this flips over. And then these are the journaling cards. I just made another little booklet. Whoop. That's just a regular journaling card. And then this is the booklet. And I just put more of the little cutout pieces over here. And then this flips back. And you can flip it again. And then this side flips over. And I just made that little tuck spot. Put photos or anything else there. And then this one flips over too. Little ticket there. And then a couple more pieces of the cutout and journaling card. Put pictures on it. And then I made another waterfall. And you can put the pictures either on the back and journal on the front, or vice versa. And that's my little flip book. I also used, for the actual mat, so on the inside, for, I'm pretty sure all of them is using this line. I'm trying to think here. Let me see. This one, no, that's using the line too. Yeah, I pretty much used all of the line inside. And then, oh, this piece, yeah, those flaps here. Find it. Oh my goodness. Okay, these two flaps here is using a different paper line. To using Nature's Garden. I had scraps of this left over, and there's a couple journaling cards that I used that in too. But the main mat on this is using Create with Sherry Baldley, my Bestie Vintage Romance. And these are 6x6 designs. There's 8 of them, and they're just the front, they're not back. So it worked out really nice. I used the whole all 8 of them and just cut them apart, and then I used the pieces to piece together to like the pocket here and there. And then this one I pieced together the paper to make it, I think it turned out really cute. So that's the collection I used for that. And then, but yeah, this is my version. All I did was, to make this, is I took a regular, let me see if I can find one. Sorry. Okay. I took cards, and the main card I took, and what I did is I scored it an 1/8 of an inch on this side of the score line. Sorry. an eighth of an inch on this side of the score line and an eighth of an inch on the other side of the score line to make a 1/4 inch gusset. And then I took another card and I cut it in half, and then I scored a 1/2 inch. So I cut it down this score line, but before I did that, I scored it a 1/2 inch on this side and 1/2 inch on this side, and then I cut it down the score mark, and I used that for 2 flips on these. So okay, I'm confusing myself. I'm sorry. Let me run this by you again. So this one here is, I did 2 of those to make the 1/4 inch gusset. And then I took those 2 and I put one here and one here, and that's what made the pocket in the middle. Then what I just said is I took another card, I scored it a 1/2 inch on this side and 1/2 inch on this side, and those are my flaps on this. Then I took another card and I cut it in half. Oopsie. Then I took another card and I cut it in half, and then I scored it 1/2 inch on the one side, and that's what made my flips. And then I just folded it over to make a pocket on the ends. So that's what I used. Excuse me. So I used 1, 2, 3, I used 4 cards to make this. And then I just sealed them together. I used my ATG gun, and then I used washi tape to, washi tape on top of it to add some, most people are using the washi tape for these, excuse me, oh my goodness, being a picky, for these flip hooks. So I just wanted to tie that in. And the only one I really had that would work was the fabric tape, and then the white, or the black white polka dot. So yeah, let me know what you think. Please subscribe, like, share my video. I really appreciate all my subscribers. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Hugs and kisses. And until again, see ya later.